There have been leaks in the game files that Fortnite will be adding first person mode in the next coming season. Leakers all around Twitter have found out that Fortnite is working on first person mode and is in the current first stages of it. Here's a tweet from Hypex with an image attached to it saying first person camera in Fortnite. This update, Epic began working on some stuff about first person mode, but there's no other information about it at the moment, as it still looks like it's in early stages of development. Would work really good in the zero build mode. Alright, so now before we get on to the rest of the leaks and other information about goods and bads of this, I'm going to talk about my own opinion. So like the zero build mode, at first I thought it would be a bad idea, and that's what I'm getting with the first person mode. I'm starting to think that it's a bad idea, but now I like the zero build modes, even sometimes a little bit better than the building modes, as it's easier to get wins. And I'm not sure what the gameplay in the background is. It could be zero builds in the background of this video, but since my aim is pretty decent for controller, zero builds is really good for me. So when this comes out in the next couple of seasons, it might not even be till chapter 4, but we don't know that yet. So when it does come out, I'll give it a week or two to settle in and get used to. Then I'll decide if I really like it or if I don't like it. The reason I'm saying that it might come out not until chapter 4 is because this tweet from Hypex all the way back in December of 2021 saying that Epic Games is working on the no build LTM would be so good right now with the Spider-Man mythic and sliding. They just need to reduce damage to the environment in that LTM. And this was all the way back in 2021 in December, and zero builds came out way after that, so we probably won't be seeing this for at least 4 months. Maybe even longer. Now, since the zero build was such a good success in Fortnite's behalf, as it had heaps of new players coming to the game, heaps of old players that didn't know how to build very good returning, I think that way more people are going to start playing the game with first person added, as it's going to be more relatable to them. Some people don't like Fortnite because it's not like the games that they're used to, say Warzone, H1Z1. You can't build in that, but you can go in first person in those modes. I'm pretty sure you can in both of them. So with zero builds and first person, I think that would be a good adjustment. But my opinion is, when building is activated, I don't think that there should be first person mode in the building game mode. I think that there should only be first person mode in the normal no building game mode, because I just don't think first person building will be that good, and I think it would be a really bad mechanic to get people to learn to, and it could be a bit overpowered depending on how people will use it. It could also be really bad as well. In first person mode, I don't think it would be really good if they had no scopes on the guns. As you guys can see in the background footage up on screen, it just doesn't look good at all with no scopes, as it takes up most of the screen. I don't think that would be a really good attachment. I think if it was going to be first person mode, they should do it like this up in the background. This is Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Some of you guys might know this game, some might not. I used to play this game back before Fortnite was even a thing. One of the best games of all time. I think if there's going to be a first person mode, it should be similar to that. And coming up with the first person mode, I think this is when they're going to release the weapon attachments that have been leaked all the way back in 2020, as seen in the tweet up on the screen. So even weapon attachments were leaked all the way back in 2020, and they're still not out to this day. So we might not be seeing first person mode for ages to come, or it could be really soon. So don't get your hopes up, but don't be missing all of these leaks for them. But also with cosmetics, I think that if there is the first person mode, people aren't gonna like the skins as much anymore. They're not really going to want to buy skins as much anymore, and more people will be able to rock those bulky skins. Like pro players, they usually wear the female skins as they're easier to see around, as they're more slimmer than the male skins, but you wouldn't have to worry about that anymore. So I think skins, they won't be really seen as much if this first person mode comes into play. And that also comes along with the emotes, back blings. They would all just not really be worth much at all. So I don't really know if this is going to be a good idea on Fortnite's end or a bad idea. And another thing that I was thinking about, maybe like zero build, there might not be other game modes that you can be in first person. As I said before, it should only be in zero build. That's my opinion right now, as I don't think building would be all that good, as it would be way harder to build and edit. But they might only have a separate game mode for this first person view and only have that one game mode for it. Let me know what you guys think is going to happen though. With first person mode coming, I think that the game will get a lot more sweatier, as there's a big scene of first person shooter pros like Tfue nowadays. He's really good at the first person shooter games, so he might even come back to Fortnite. So the game might be way sweatier than what it is to this day now, which is not a good thing. So honestly, that's all that I have for this first person mode information. If you guys know anything else or speculate anything else about this, then let me know in the comments down below. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.